Good afternoon, YouTube. This is just a houseplant update because I just think this is going to be much better. As you can see, this is my monster spider plant. He's outside at the minute because he needed to be watered really well, and I didn't really want to take him back indoors. And then of course it rained on him, so he's now looking a lovely green colour and he's enjoying being out here in the shade. So that's number one. Right. Over here, these two tatty looking objects are my amaryllis that obviously are out here so they can get as much sunshine as possible. And as you can see, this one has produced a load of new leaves, and I did look at this one yesterday and there is a new leaf there, and there's another one coming up in the middle. So although the slugs had a field day with the last lot, we're going to see what happens with this lot. Obviously these are out here for the same reason. They need the sunshine, they need the daylight, and it's better for them out here than it is indoors. Obviously I will bring them in eventually when they go dormant. Right guys, this is my table of primarily succulents and obviously epiphytic cacti. This guy is my 65p orange one, and he's gone absolutely mad. I mean, as you can see, there's a brand new leaf there, there's a new leaf there, there's new bits coming on him all the time. This guy is my Easter Cactus, as you can see, and he's also got new bits all over him. This is the red one. Then here, now I don't know, but I think that these are sedums, and as you can see, they've put out new bits on the top there, and the same here, and these ones, they've got little pups coming on them, and so has this. This, unfortunately, and I've got nowhere else to put it, so it is a Perle von Nuremberg, what it is, yeah, an Echeveria, but of course it's etiolated, so I am trying to keep turning it round so that it can sort itself out properly. This guy is my red and white Thanksgiving cactus, and he's, you know, again putting out loads of new stuff. The aloe here, there are loads of pups at the back here that you can't see. I'll turn it round, you can see them. There's 1, 2, and I know there's 3 in there. These are my air plants. They're still alive, which is a good start, but I'm not entirely sure if I'm doing anything wrong with them. But they do seem to be getting bigger, but they're quite slow. And then we get to this little thing, which is even more of the sedum, because he's got this little thing, and he has actually grown quite a lot since I watered him the other day. Right. This is my African violet, and I've moved him from the lounge because I don't believe he's getting enough light. Put him in here. And yesterday afternoon I actually physically watched it change direction as it got more and more light, so it's obviously deciding that there's light here. So I'm going to leave it there and see what it does, see if I can induce some flowering for it, but it doesn't seem to want to do anything at the moment. This one is my cream Easter Cactus, the Ripsalidopsis. That seems to be doing okay. Again, it's putting out new bits. It might need some more water actually, it feels quite floppy, but I will deal with that later. Yeah, my basil is sort of doing okay there. Right, here on this windowsill we have the cuttings, all the pups. This is a pup from that huge spider plant that's out the back there, and so is this one. This guy is a leaf cutting I did last year of my pink Thanksgiving cactus, the Schambergera truncata. And as you can see, I've got lots of different bits because this is the red one, I think. What does it say? I do like the colour on them. Yeah, that's the red and white one, which is the big one that's on the table behind me. If anybody has any idea why this cutting from my Easter cactus has these holes in, I'd be pleased to know, because it was doing really well. It looks like it's been bored into or something by something, so I don't know what, and that hasn't even been outside, which is rather annoying. If I just move that out of the way. It's right, I'm desperately trying not to kneel on the cat. There's some more of those little sedums, doing well in there. And again, this Easter cactus is the red one, and that also has been eaten, and I don't know why. Yeah, that's a frazzled basil that I haven't had time to put away yet. This is my Kalanchoe. It's looking a bit sad, but it is still flowering. So I don't know if that's overwatering, underwatering or what. So if anybody's got any ideas about that, please let me know. I missed this little guy out, and he's my most recent cutting off the African violet, and as you can see, he's doing really well. This was a bunch of seeds for some sundews. I don't think they've done anything. That's another thing that needs to get chucked out. Here is my echeveria that's all pink around the outside, and yeah, he's losing the odd leaf here and there, but he's doing quite well. He's quite happy just there, sat in there like that. This is my red Schlumberger truncata, and he's looking a bit tatty and a bit old, but I think that might be because I repotted them this year and to get rid of all the moss that was on the top, because last year they got left out in the rain, and this year they haven't had any rain, so you know. So I think, you know, it's just a case of wait and see what happens. These guys are leaves I took off the African violet quite a long time ago, and they don't appear to be doing anything. They've had exactly the same treatment as the one over there, they're just in slightly bigger pots, so that might be what the problem is. But I gather that sometimes it takes off and sometimes it doesn't. It's just a case of wait and see. This guy here is my pink Schlumberger truncata, and I've got lots of bits of that hanging around that are obviously growing separately, because bits keep falling off of this. Now whether that's because it's too big, if it's because it's not being watered enough, I mean, you can see all the red on there, that's sun damage. There's nothing I can do about that because I can't do anything, I can't put anything on the window here. And this guy is my mini poinsettia, and like Lynn, I bought him at about that size just before Christmas for a couple of quid, and he's still going strong. I repotted him yesterday, so he's in a slightly bigger pot and now got a bit more room to grow. But the root system was absolutely fantastic, and this guy's putting out new bits like nobody's business. It's the first time I've ever had any success with a poinsettia, so I'm really pleased. And this tray at the end here, you have this aloe vera, which is the same as this aloe vera over here. That is, it will tell you, yeah, that's the red Schlumberger, so that's the one in the big red pot. This one I believe is the pink one, yeah, and so is that one, yeah, that's the pink one as well. So that is hopefully all my houseplants up to date. I have nothing in flower at the moment apart from what's on the kitchen windowsill. This is the only flowering thing I have at the moment, or rather the only flowering thing I have in flower at the moment, which is one of my orchids. And if I just take, right, I moved my epiphyllum because he was getting a bit big, but I'm pretty sure that is where he was when I bought him, and he's put on that much growth. I mean, in the pot, I don't know if you can see, there's definitely another little bit there and a little bit there as well, so he's doing quite well. But I thought if I leave him up there, then if he tumbles over the side it doesn't matter. Okay, now I've got something else to show you which is exciting. Alright, hang on a minute. Yeah, this is my sort of certificate thing. The one at the top is what I got last year from the WHA winter show. The summer show, first prize novice roses, second prize, and I got commended for my orchid, which you can see to the right there. But the upshot of that, the upshot of all of those certificates, little certificates I've just shown you, is I got some prize money, which basically paid me back for the entrance fee, which is something silly like 20p, for the 6 items I put in. I then was told I managed to win the novice rose section, which I was really chuffed about. Now unfortunately one of the roses I used has actually killed over because it's just been so hot, it's just lost all its flowers. The other one I will show you in a minute, and it's very special to me, that one. Also this competition meant that I actually won some silverware. Now if I can manage to do it, I will put a pop-up of the trophy I actually won, because it's actually gone away to be engraved and I haven't had it back yet, so I'm really chuffed to bits. I was chuffed to bits. It's only the second show I've been to, and I just picked a couple of roses out the garden, followed the instructions, and came back with some prize money, a voucher for the garden centre, and a trophy. I mean, if that's not going to encourage you to do more, I don't know what is. So yeah, I mean, there you go. There's all my cacti, and that my epiphytic cacti, the sedums, and all that sort of stuff. Alright. What you have to bear in mind is that the local horticultural association thing was on the 2nd of June, so obviously this was out, this in flowers forever. It's a 2007 hybrid, and it's called The Promise, and anybody who's involved in Scouts, if you haven't seen it, this one was launched because of the centenary of the Scouts, and we were given it as a present by my mother-in-law actually, and it just takes off every year. It goes absolutely bonkers. I mean, there's flowers all over it now, and then I have to deadhead it, or rather prune it really hard in the autumn to make sure it doesn't take over, because it's a bit of a nightmare, this one. See, here's another bit down by the wall. It's a beautiful purple colour. The other rose I gave in, which I lovingly called Dutch orange balls, but it's a bright orange colour, and I'll find a photo of that so you can see it, because it is very pretty, and it comes out in like little balls, and it doesn't actually open out flat. Whereas these open out flat, whereas the little balls don't open out flat. It's lovely. It's very pretty. Anyway, that's enough of an update for me. I will see you soon. Bye bye. Oops, If any of you follow Roger's Orchids, you'll know what I'm talking about. This is a disease, I forgot one. I forget it because it hangs above my head. So this is my Tradescantia, or Wandering Jew. It is absolutely going completely bonkers. It cost me £1 and it was about three bits. I am periodically cutting bits off the end and sticking it back in the pot. And to the left of it there is a pot full of I don't know how many spider plant pups, but hopefully when they get really big it will look quite good. So there you go. But that is all my houseplants now, I promise. But I forgot one. I tend to forget to water it as well, which is not very good, but you know, we get there. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye bye.